When you go up and you get into a pissing match with officers, who's going to win? And you are charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Approximately 1:15 p.m. An officer responded to a call at the TSU Library Center located at 3100 Claiborne Street in Harris County, Texas, regarding a disturbance. The officer made contact with the individual causing the disturbance, and the defendant approached asking officers what's going on and what did she do. The officers repeatedly asked the defendant to step back, and she became belligerent, asserting that they were at her store. She eventually complied and moved away, but she insisted that a police supervisor be called to the scene. TSU Sergeant Barnett arrived and spoke privately with the defendant. Afterwards, responding officer requested the defendant's information to report her behavior to her supervisor in the university. The defendant refused to provide it and attempted to bypass the officer. When the officer asked her to identify herself again, the defendant declined and attempted to walk away. As the officer tried to detain her, she began to throw herself on the ground and yell, escalating the disturbance. Several officers issued verbal commands for her to comply. The defendant continued to resist, jumping around and asserting her rights. The officer attempted to escort her outside. The defendant then wrapped her arms and legs around a pole, continuing to yell. The officers physically pried her from the pole and detained her. The defendant used her body weight to resist and push against the officers. The defendant was then placed in the back of the patrol car without incident.
All right, I'll find no probable cause. When you go up and you get into a pissing match with officers, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Every single time. If you go up and you mess with someone who has the power of arrest, you're going to lose every single time. I found no probable cause in your case, ma'am. Just be careful, okay?
If I want to press charges,
Don't. You know what? Let sleeping dogs lie. Don't.
they assaulted me. They knocked out my tooth. They chipped my tooth. I got bruises on me.
You go to the Texas Southern University Police. You go to Internal Affairs, and you can file a complaint that way. Okay, I would take everything that you have, and that's how you do that. Okay, but just be careful. But I found no probable cause. They're going to dismiss your case. Okay, just be careful in the future. All right, man.